everyone. Happy Monday. Well, we made it through the first day of the week. If you've had the long weekend, well, back to reality today. So, how was your Monday? Mine was fine. I was off yesterday, as you saw. And, here's Sophia. And so, back to it today, closing. And I'm off tomorrow. And then, starting Wednesday, I close with a 6-day stretch. FML. It's whatever. So, I get those 6-day stretches apparently once every couple of months. So, I'm not going to complain. I could, but I won't. Where'd you go? Oh, pretty girl. She's so glad I'm home, of course. But I hope you're all doing well. You made it, and let's look forward to tackling Tuesday. Oh, there she goes. So yeah, got home. I'm gonna fix these quiche for dinner. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I was like, ooh, what am I gonna do for a video tonight? So. I didn't see much happening. I did put out Strict on sale for tomorrow. The biggest thing being the Criterion release of David Lynch's Elephant Man. I think I'll get it. Mainly it's David Lynch, but I remember when it was on HBO when I was little, and it just freaked me out. I am not an animal. I do remember that much. And I've never watched it all the way through. So there was that, and then the A24 movie with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. I've already lost the name of it. I put it out tonight. Otherwise, there was another Doctor Who collection, and then an anime. That was it. But let's see. If we're going by the good old release schedule here, let's see. Yeah. Dark Shadows Steelbook 4K with that god-awful art. Luckily, we didn't get it, so never say never. Now, next week, that is it for this week. So, it ain't much. That's super light. So, really, if the Elephant Man is on your list, there you go. Now, next week, as far as Criterion, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Definitely want to see that. Last time I watched it, I think it was on Turner Classic, and that was many years ago. But like I said, I just haven't felt the need, even with the 50 off sale. Hairspray's the main one, but then again, that I'm hoping that John Cassavetes set comes in. We'll see, but we'll cover next week. And I do need to check and make sure, because I've only gone through like August, and I think, they're already announcing September. So, yes. But, there's really nothing I've been needing. That's why I only bought the Madonna CD during double stamps. So, there's that. Yeah. Now, I did get 2 books at work. So I thought I'd go over those. Remember, I got 2 last time. These were 2 that I saw and we had on clearance. The first one is called, of course, being a horror fan, and Halloween is one of my favorite movies, Horror in Haddonfield by Andrew Grievous. The Untold Stories of Halloween. I feel like at this time, we pretty much know everything there is to know. I have not read any of it yet. But he interviews a lot of people, things like that. Now, does it bode well he has Rob Zombie's Halloween on the back? It is what it is. Just saying. But I'll put this with You Can't Kill the Boogeyman that I got last year. So, glad to have that into the collection. But for the price, I couldn't turn it down. The other I'd had my eye on, from Ryan Britt, Phasers on Stun. How the making and remaking of Star Trek changed the world. So, I had heard about this book, and, as a Star Trek fan, OG Star Trek fan. I even had the original series episodes on VHS. So, that's how OG I am. I remember in 85 or 86, or yeah, around 86, it was when The Voyage Home came out. That was when they finally released The Cage, the original pilot episode, because it had been not long lost, but it was just never released. And it was such a big deal. So, and I love Star Trek 4. That's one of my favorites. Of course, 1 through 6, 5 is probably the as low as you can get. I mean, the motion picture is way above. 5 could have been better, The Final Frontier. It's just they waited too long. ILM didn't do the special effects. They let Shatner do his all that, and it looks so cheap. So that way, it's up for me. It will always be Star Trek 2, 3, 4, the motion picture, the Undiscovered Country, and then like the Final Frontier at the bottom. It's bad, man. Let me tell you what. But I love reading anything on the OG Star Trek. Original series, Next Gen, DS9, Voyager, even Enterprise. Those are the shows, and I don't know why it is so hard to get a series set in the proper timeline. Not the Kelvin timeline, not Discovery. Strange New Worlds. Don't get me wrong, I like those shows too. But the fact remains, like, what happened on DS9? What happened to the Voyager crew when they got home? We have to rely on comics. Why after Picard? That it was the perfect opportunity to start a new series with Seven as captain of the Enterprise G. Or anyway, of the new Enterprise. Now we're getting it in comic form. I mean, I'll take what I can get, but you know, I really need to rewatch. I love Voyager and Next Gen. Boy, those first couple of seasons are tough. Let me tell you what. DS9, so good. Voyager, love from the beginning. Kate Mulgrew, and then on DS9, Benjamin Sisko. Just come on, that just so great. So, but yeah, I'm a Trekkie. Deal with it. But I was a Star Wars fan. I want to say Star Wars first, but I honestly remember seeing Star Trek, the original series, on TV when I was little. So that would have been like 75, 76. They were already in reruns. Of course, I remember seeing Hee Haw as well, and that was every Saturday. Whew, that was something. But those 2 books I got, I've added them into my library here, or I call it a library. You might call it stacks. It is what it is. But yeah, that is it on a Monday. So I didn't expect a whole lot. We weren't that busy because, I mean, a lot of people were off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, obviously. They were off Friday for Saturday being the 4th. So everybody's kind of getting back into the groove this week. So I expected like Monday, everybody's kind of firework hungover, and so. And then we also had a heavy rain earlier too. I didn't think it was going to rain, but it came on through. The lights blinked at work and everything. That's always so fun. Got to run around getting everything rebooted. Ugh, never fails. Happened while I was at lunch too, so I just did the stuff in the back real quick. While they could on the floor. Sometimes the stuff comes up right away, but then sometimes you got to make sure all the registers are up and the computers and all that. So that fun stuff. So. But yeah, this week is a light release week, so nothing I need to get. I don't think that I have anything on order. If that Cassavetes set does come in, I will get that because I really want that. That's 5 movies for $62. That is not bad, and those are the Blu-rays. After watching some other like DVDs I have that are Blu-rays, you know what? Depending on the movie, you do not have to always get 4K. Now, if it's a 4K Blu-ray set, it's a no-brainer because you're getting both, and then sometimes you'll have the digital with it, which the digital is more of just a perk, I like to think, because very rarely do I like download it and take it with me. But like if you buy, like say for example, the Criterion, okay, you're getting just Blu-ray by itself, but with 4K, you're getting 4K and Blu-ray together. So really, that's your better value. You could loan out the Blu-ray if you just do strictly 4K. But depending on the movie, I'm that person that likes to have them all. I'm a completist, and that's my problem. So, yeah. So I hope you all got a lot out of the previous video. My tips and tricks if you were building or rebuilding your collection, your physical media collection. So, I like doing it. I'm still angry that Photo Booth was like, oh, nope, that video doesn't take after 40 minutes. And then I had to switch to Cam Photo here, which has done pretty good so far. I actually think it seems like the volume's better. My voice projects more. So, and people have always said it sounds like I have a voice for radio. And my dad did a lot of radio commercials for his car lot. So I guess I got it honest. Next up, Huey Lewis and the news. And how the K-Rock Morning Zoo. But yeah, I hope you all like that. I appreciate you all for being here. So it's really good. So thank you so much. I'm off tomorrow, so I don't have any plans. I do need to run to Publix. I'm going to get some of that fried chicken that's on sale. Might get 2 of them. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. How about that? Because man, that's good. It's good. But that's really all I got on my plate for tomorrow. I didn't leave the house yesterday. We'll see. I know Sophia was trying to wake me up this morning. She was like, hey. And I was like, no, I'm not getting up. Then I finally had to get up. So, yeah, I'm talking about you. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, let's call it a day here. I'm going to get this video posted for your pleasure. And we'll meet back here tomorrow. The video will be earlier, so we'll just see what happens. I don't know. I got stuff I've got to do. I've got to get shit done. I keep the weather just like today. I wanted to just do nothing but sleep. I did not want to get out of bed, and I hate to blame. Oh, it's the weather. It's just me. I've got no motivation, but you know what? At the end of the day, I've got to force myself to do this shit. And I do. So, I got to and do it. So, but we'll see what I get done tomorrow. So, again, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you're new here, hello. Glad to have you. It's days like this. Hey, I bought some new books. CDs, DVDs, whatever. I go thrift. We'll see what happens. Or I'll just get on here and just talk. How about that? All right, gang. I will see you all tomorrow. Again, I appreciate y'all for being here. And as I always say, bye, y'all.